Greetings everybody, today we'll talk about all rare and interesting W126 SEC coupes. And before we start, please subscribe to my channel, it really helps me to grow my channel and save up to buy W140. In my opinion, stock W126 in good condition is perfect as it is, but for many of us, perfect is not enough. First we will start from W126 AMG coupe. When magnificent W126 coupe came out, AMG was the first to modify it. The stock 5.6 liter V8 was brought to 6 liters. Power output increased from 300 to 385 brake horsepower. Also, AMG modified brakes, suspension, and modified transmission. 0 to 60 happened in 6 seconds. The top speed was limited to 250 kilometers. Also, AMG put limited differential for better performance. And after modifying exhaust and intake, AMG put nice body kit, bigger Brembo brakes, and less comfortable sporty seats. This car was very beautiful and very proud of itself. When it came out, it was one of the biggest historical moments in automotive industry. Tuned, luxurious GT car with 2 beautiful doors was the hottest thing in the 80s. Stock Mercedes 560 SL Coupe was about 100,000 Deutsche marks, same as $100,000 at that time. But 6-liter AMG was almost 200,000 Deutsche marks, twice as much. This shows you how special this car was back then. Second tuning company that even crazier than AMG was the Koenig. Koenig had other paths to tune the engine. They installed 2 turbochargers into the stock 5-liter V8 and bumped the horsepower to 460. Also, they installed better brakes, better exhaust, intake, suspension, and with all that, 0 to 100 happened only in 6.5 seconds. Nevertheless, Koenig was a mad company back then. Koenig made the first SEC hardtop that looked so beautiful, and it made Mercedes look like they have zero imagination because they couldn't do that themselves. Especially today, the convertible SEC looks like something from middle-aged man's dream. It's a perfect, wonderful car that with the roof down gives you the special warm feeling in your soul. First SEC convertible was delivered to the Sylvester Stallone, and that makes this car even more cooler. The strange thing is that everywhere where I looked and searched for, the reports and videos say that 6-liter AMG V8 was a little bit faster than Koenig, and that's very strange. If you have different information, please write down in the comments. Other famous tuning companies, even Brabus, made only cosmetics and interior changes, and very rarely they just tuned the exhaust. For example, Zender was the very popular back then tuner. They installed huge body kits, and their audio system was one of the best one in the business. Some say you can have a concert just using this car. But again, Zender didn't do much engine modification. So is Karat. Karat Mercedes made very good interior, and I have a video, link is below, of W140 Karat. And I do agree that they make just unique interiors that nobody makes in the tuning business. With W126, they didn't offer much of the body kits or handling packages or even wheels, but the interior was just one of the best ones. Also, there were Vault Company and ABC, but those companies offered only body kits and some minor improvements to the interior. And they were more focused on selling actual body parts and wheels for Mercedes cars, but not building the car that will amaze everybody. And there is no information on the internet about the Brabus SEC, only just body kits, but nothing crazy like you usually find about Brabus. And that's also very rare and strange why Brabus didn't pay more attention to the W126 SEC coupes. Loisenr, in my opinion, also didn't focus on engine transmission tuning and just made more aftermarket parts to increase their margins. All those companies made huge name for themselves in the 80s, but unfortunately many of them are slowly dying in the tuning culture. My personal favorite is the 6-liter AMG. Although I do adore and respect Koenig, for me it's just a huge cartoony loony car that looks like a Batmobile. The AMG 6-liter has the right strict body kit, it looks sharp, nice, nothing that it annoys you or makes this car look too flashy. It's very perfect, very calm, very dignified. If you find AMG 6-liter W126 coupe, buy it immediately, and it will fix all your problems. But again, I will repeat myself, personally I think the W126 560 SEL coupe from the factory in perfect condition can deliver you actual recreational driving. Yes, recreational driving is thing that I created, this is my term, and please in the future mention me every time you will use that. The power difference between AMG and the stock car is about 80 horsepower. But today talking about horsepower with cars from that generation is not very clever, and it's not even important because Chinese refrigerators on wheels can hit 0 to 100 kilometers in 3, 4 or 5 seconds and still nobody cares and still they don't have any soul in them. So really, the brake horsepower today from those cars is really irrelevant. From all the tuning companies mentioned before, Koenig destroyed everybody. And it's very sad that this company doesn't make cool Mercedes anymore like Brabus does. This company does exist, but they are limited to making only car parts. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what is your favorite tuned W126 coupe, and please subscribe to my channel, that will help me to buy my dream car W140. Take care and bye bye.